the corner of the tornado, from like where that tree is right there, okay? Here comes a motherfucking Oldsmobile twirling. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the kin work is still going up. I can barely see it.
It's got a tornado look to it.
It's look here. So here's the corner of the tornado over here, and here's the upper end of the tornado, and it's running along with the place where the overpass is. So out of the motherfucking corner of the tornado, right about the height of that of Mac's trailer right there, it pitches a Oldsmobile out. But the Oldsmobile is turning like a motherfucker. I go, damn. But then the Oldsmobile came and hit 6 feet right in front of my truck and went like that. I'm stopped. There's people all underneath where the dirt go up like this in the overpass here. There's people out the cars all up in that motherfucker. People with the cars all up in there, right? I can't get out of the lane. My trailer is kind of in the lane, and I'm sitting right there, right? Out comes this motherfucking Oldsmobile, and what was fucked up is there was no front. There was no motor. There was no windshield. All it was where you put your feet down to the back and the doors, and they was flopping. It pitched that motherfucker out, and it hit right in front of my truck about 6 feet and went up in the air and went out over the other track. The car stopped. I'm still looking. The Kenworth is about off center to the right, and it's in it, and it's going like this. And shit's coming out. Shit's coming. It done ripped the doors off of it, and the Kenworth is twirling. There's all kinds of other cars though that's hitting the Kenworth. Okay? I sit there. You can believe this. I sit there. Couldn't nobody make up no shit like this. I sit there, the motherfucking truck is rocking. I go, this is a tornado. I see it. I see the tornado now. It's a bad motherfucker. It's pitching shit it can't hold. What I'm seeing is shit it can't hold. But the shit it can hold is in there. When you look up, you can't see the sky. All you can see is the tornado. I sit there for about 20 minutes. It pitched all kinds of shit. Barn doors, toilets, Samsonite suitcases. Then, now the roller skates is in my front seat.
That's when you took your sunglasses on.
Yeah, I did that. That's when I really fucked up, right? I'm going down the highway, when it pitched the roller skates through the fucking windshield, I go, shit. I reach for the motherfucking, and I put this, now I really can't see. Stupid motherfucker got sunglasses on. But my eyes ain't gonna get fucked up. Seeing ain't gonna help me no way, because I'm fucked now. I put the sunglasses on and kept rolling. Now, there are people, you're seeing people. It's got people, bodies, you can see them. They can't get out of it. They in it. They in the corner of it. And when it pitches them to the corner, they come out. And they go out to another town. All kinds of shit. Barn doors. Complete, all them sheds and shit. Houses. Double wides. All that shit is above the top of this, right? I sit there, I go, this was a motherfucking tornado. I'll be damned. Whoa, goddamn. Sure, I'm glad I made it to the overpass. The Weather Channel said don't go to the overpass, but goddamn it, I'm all right. I guess when I get home, I'll probably have to. And then I look, both windshields are sparked. One is on the front seat. The roller skate one is in the front seat. And I go, well, my headlights probably fucked up, maybe my radiator, right? But I ain't getting out of this motherfucker. I push the clutch down, pull that bitch again. This was an act, you can Google it. Tornado, 2 years ago, Willie Nelson's birthday, it wasn't no badass tornado. He killed 16 people, 146 miles an hour. But hold on. So, I'll get down about Willis, Texas, right? And the motherfucking, my truck is still rocking. I ain't getting out of this motherfucker. That wind is tough, right? I'm thinking it's the wind, right? I get the weather protection. You know where the petrol is up on the hill, right? I pull up in the petrol, I pull over to the side, and I got out, and there was a motherfucking tree. The tree was damn near to the top of my hood, and all the way, it took out my 7 wires in the land, all the way to the landing gear on the trailer. And I looked, and the windshield and the motor grader gone. The windshield and the motor grader's in the front seat, and the backhoe is in the front seat. And there's all kinds of trees and shit over all this shit on my trailer. I got out, Chris, I looked, and you know me, I'm from Mississippi, it didn't take me long. The fucking hood was here, and the tree was here. But I had ground a lot of the tree off. A lot of the tree, and the tree limbs were sticking out all underneath the fucking trailer. A whole tree, roots and all, on that moose bumper. So I walked around and looked at it. I go, God damn. How the fuck I'm gonna get this motherfucking tree or get my truck off of this tree? I go, shit. I done ground off about a foot of this motherfucker. By the time I get to California, it'll all be gone. I come out to Weatherford. I ran to Tye, Texas at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got out and the limbs was gone. But the tree was still there. That bumper right there is riding on the tree, pushing it down the alley like this. The whole fucking tree. I didn't get out. Fuck. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to sleep. I went to sleep, the Flying J. I was all the way in the back. Next morning I got out, got me one of them chains, right? Got underneath the truck, snuffed that bitch up under there, put the choker on it, found me a pole, and I backed up. That was the truth. Then I called up my honey down in Texas and I said, damn, that tornado damn near got me. She says, what? I said, yeah, I was talking to you. The reason why it was dark is the tornado was right there. So she said, that tornado killed 16 people. I said, well, it didn't get me, I'm gone. I'm in Tye, Texas. I backed up and left that motherfucker right there. I fixed my 7-wire, I took my ass home, I went to this one place, got some tape, pushed the windshield back up in there because it was all gooey and shit, pushed it back up in there and taped it, went home. I called the glass man up, he came out, $150. He put new windshields in it. I took all them headlights out, put new headlights in it, fixed the 7-wire, fixed a bunch of shit, and I gave the dude a $200 discount on the motor grader. I said, hey, how much the windshield cost? I said, okay, just discount it. I gave the other guy $200. You can Google it. Athens, Texas, 146 mile an hour tornado. That's what fucked my bumper all up. The shit was the rocks and shit. It was twirling.
Probably wasn't truck no more.
What?
That's a bad motherfucker.
A friend of mine drove in the morning in Kansas, had time to call his family to tell him goodbye. When he done drove through the part I hit. I had time to see the shit coming at me.
Did it kill him?
Hell no. He said, in the center, you can't hear nothing. It's quiet as a motherfucker. Outside, it sounds like 9 trains right in your ear. It sounds like a train hauling ass down the railroad.
It does. It sounds like
A lot of trains. I sit there for 20 minutes and watched it. There were people, trucks, cars, buildings, toilets, roller skates. There was every fucking thing that you could think of.
Samsonite suitcase.
yeah, Cessna.
Yeah, Samuel, I forgot about that.
Yeah, before
I mean, when it's bouncing off your hood of your truck, it's a Samsonite. I go, whoa, it's a good motherfucker too. It's all together.
my dad was supposed to have a B-61 Max, had every equipment on it, and he run in under a bridge like that, and he told me, he said, oh, I said, that's my damn truck locked down, and he said, it was pulling him out of that goddamn bridge, and he said, I stood up on the brake.
I told you it was shaking my
He
truck.
said, I still stood up on the brake.
I was in the motherfucking passenger seat from just side to side. And when it let the truck down, it popped that motherfucker up in the air. I go, whoa, shit. You better ride this out, motherfucker. God damn.
I was in Edmond, Oklahoma, had this stripper girl with it. The damn wind was blowing so hard, she was sitting straight up in the middle of the damn truck. When I woke up, scared to death, it's like coming down Muscatine Turnpike, you know that rage up? We were doing that. I was sitting on
Oklahoma got the works.
Yeah,
It's a
right
bad place to be at.
Oklahoma don't need no tornado.
there. Edmond, Oklahoma, I was sitting right there trying with them trees on the back.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going down the motherfucking highway, and there's a guy in one of them company trucks in the Hammerland. Okay, we came out from these overpass. The fucking wind took that motherfucker and shot it across the center divider, jumped over a fucking car right by the people's feet, and then went down the motherfucking embankment. A half a block from that, it blew a truck over right by the bridge. The truck was coming up on the bridge, just blew it over.
Well, it ain't been
I'm in Tulane.
How long has it been? It ain't been a couple of months ago, a tornado, it's been longer than that. The tornado across the interstate going toward it.
Yeah.
Fell them all to hell.
I've been about
Truck going down the road.
6
There's
months.
that bridge where we come across, flipped his ass over and throw that cab right into that guardrail, throw that truck all through hell.
I mean, I seen it that night, I was watching tornadoes on the Weather Channel. And I kept watching it. And every time I'd watch it, I'd learn something else. It's just like I watched why planes crash. And I watched it over and over and over again. And every time I learned something else. They clearly stated, do not go for the overpass. My thing is, that tornado, that overpass is a whole lot tougher than my ass. If it's going to get me, it's going to have to get that overpass too. And I made it. And the tornado, once again,
I've never heard it blowing an overpass.
thank you. And they tell you, don't go to the overpass, but I'll tell you what. The nose of my truck was right there where the cardboard is, and that motherfucking tornado is right where them trees are. And I watched it just, anything it couldn't hold at the bottom, it pitched it. And it pitched it. I mean, it pitched it. How far, that's a half a football field from here to them trees. Well, the shit was passing by me like.
See, that's a football field. There ain't no half a football field.
Okay, well, that's how far I was to the tornado. And luckily, the corner of it was the bottom corner. So in other words, I wasn't at the middle of it. As it was turning, the corner, when I stopped, the corner of it was like right about where my trailer is. And it was pitching everything it could not hold. A friend of mine drove through that, didn't know what the fuck he was getting into, and got into the center before he called his folks. He called his wife and kids, said, I'm not making it. So he could see the other end.
Bad shit.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she says, you don't call me.
Was your truck in back?